Hi, I'm Seth Rosenblatt. We're here at GetGeeked tonight, and I'm sitting with Davin from SanDisk, and he's going to tell us about some of the newer SanDisk USB sticks.
Yeah, well, hi Seth.
Hi.
So today we have some of our new mobile storage products. So these products are really aimed at trying to solve the problem of running out of space on your phone. So everybody runs out of space on their phone, and we offer some multiple ways to solve that problem. So in the front here, we have our iExpand.
Now, this, I've got to say, this is actually really cool. I didn't realize that these were on the market yet, but if you can see well, you tell them, but there's that
a little lightning connector that pops out that just sits on your phone, and then the rest of the drive wraps behind your phone, so you can still hold it. Right? And then from here, we have a mobile app that you can use to transfer data back and forth. You can automatically back up your camera roll, for example. Or you can load this up with music and videos that won't fit on your phone, plug this in, and then listen to music and videos all day. Right?
That's great. And you're doing these not just for iPhones, but for Androids as well, right?
That's right. So we do have different versions called dual drive for the Android market, and they come in either micro B connectors or Type-C connectors.
Great. So they'll fit the new Pixels and they'll fit older phones as well.
Right, the traditional micro B connectors.
Yeah.
So those both of those products plug directly in.
Right.
And then there's apps that you can use. The products in the back are our Connect wireless stick, and that's Wi-Fi enabled.
Wow.
So you don't even have to plug it in. You can turn it on, leave it in your pocket, leave it in your bag, and then from your phone, transfer data back and forth.
Okay.
Right? The other advantage of being wireless is you can have multiple people use it at the same time. So I could be carrying one around, I could be backing up my phone, and then you could be listening to music off the same device.
Right.
So all kinds of great use cases for it
So
being wireless.
do they have a built-in battery?
Yeah, so this one has a built-in battery. The battery lasts about 6 hours of video streaming.
Oh, wow.
So definitely good enough to watch, maybe a movie or two on the plane, things like that.
Half a season of Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Very cool. I've got to say, like Wi-Fi enabled USB sticks sounds like it could be an issue for security. Do you guys have regular firmware updates coming to them? And
yeah, so there's regular firmware updates, and then this is not built on a normal operating system like Linux.
Right.
So it's a very customized operating system that runs on a very small battery, and so it's not something that it's easily hackable, to access. Plus, it has all the normal Wi-Fi security passwords and protections that you'd expect.
Oh, right.
So you can make sure that other people, when you're walking around the airport, can access your content.
Got it. Very interesting. And tell us about the prices for these.
Yeah, so the iExpand starts at $49 for 16 gigs, and then it goes up to $129 for 128 gigs. The wireless stick starts at $19 for 16 gigs, and goes up to $19 for the 200 gig.
Wow.
So that capacity point is a little different.
Yeah, obviously. And does the wireless stick come in just black and white, or does it come in other colors as well?
Yeah, so the wireless stick only comes in black and white, and the white is actually only for the 200 gig version.
Oh, okay.
So if you go for the biggest capacity version we have, that's the one that comes in white.
Right.
And then the rest of the versions are all in black.
Got it. And maybe you could tell us a little bit about what SanDisk is working on that consumers can expect in the next couple of months.
Yeah, so in the next couple of months, it's kind of the end of the year. There's not a lot of new products coming out.
Sure.
Right, so we'll be announcing more products in January, obviously, at CES.
Yep.
And they kind of fit the same trends, right? The phones are running out of space, storage on your phone, right? Even though Apple just increased the minimum capacity on their new phones to 32 gigs.
Right.
We know from our data that even the people with 32 gigs, almost 60-some-odd% of them have less than 10 or 15% left.
Wow.
Right, just from our app data. So we know why they're purchasing the product, and our goal is just to build more and more products that help them, easier to use, faster to use, larger capacities.
Sure.
So that's going to be our kind of short-term trend in the future.
Sure. Of the newer products that you've used, which do you prefer?
So both of these work great. It just depends on your use case. The Direct Connect ones don't have a battery to charge, so you don't have to worry about plugging this into a charging before you leave, right? So that's a little bit easier, just always leave in your bag and not have to worry about it, right? But a lot of times I have an Android phone and an iPad or that combination, then you need a mixed OS device. So the wireless stick is the only thing that can support both of those operating systems at the same time.
Sure.
So yeah, they have different use cases. The dual drive, same thing for Android. It only works with Android, it's plugged in. So of course, if you want to do more than one thing at once, you can't.
Sure.
Right, so Yeah, so it just depends. They all have their usefulness. Largest seller, definitely the iXpand sells more. I think a lot of people just like the simplicity of plugging it in. But again, they all have their purpose.
It's really remarkable. Have there been any problems with damage coming at the curve bend here?
No, so this is actually our second generation.
Okay.
And our first generation definitely was a little bit of a different design. This one is definitely designed to wrap around and plug into your phone. It's also got a long lightning connector, so it can support iPhones in different cases. Because a lot of times you have a case with a very big bumper at the end, right?
Sure.
So if you have a lot of short lightning connectors, you can't plug it in. So this one's designed you can plug it in with multiple different kinds of cases on there, and it still works.
Great.
Right? And then there's this little bump at the bottom, which keeps the metal part from touching your phone.
Yep.
And then that way it doesn't scratch or, touch your case or your phone.
Right.
So yeah, it's very well designed to be used and held at the same time while using your phone.
Sure. And the feedback for this has been mostly positive?
Yeah, I mean, so all these products are definitely 4 stars and above on all the major shopping sites. The apps have huge 4+ star ratings.
Great.
So these are definitely well-received products, and there's, definitely sales are picking up for all of these products.
Cool. Very cool. All right, Davin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.